Hello everyone, my name is Desola. I'm a fashion designer and you are welcome to my channel. I've been having so much fun doing these YouTube videos. I never ever expected I would have so much fun. It's been so much fun recording. And today I'm going to be talking about how I started as a fashion designer, how I went into the fashion business from a bank job to being a fashion designer. So, yes, I was once a banker, a very unhappy one for that matter. I worked in the bank for about 6 years before starting my business, and I didn't really enjoy it that much towards the end. At the beginning, it was very okay. I was a single girl, I was living with my parents, I was making good money, and there was something my father said to me when I first got that job. He said to me that, Desola, you're living in my house, you're eating my food. You have no business buying anything but save your money. So every month, he'd ask me, I want to see because he asked me to open a savings account that is different from my salary account, and he wanted to see what my savings was like, and then he monitored it, as in literally, he monitored it till I got married and left the house. And I will forever be grateful to him for that. Forever be grateful to him. So when I got married, or before I got married, I decided to do fashion, and I told a few people that were close to me. I told my husband, who was my fiancé at the time, and I enrolled in a fashion school, and I started learning how to sew. And I got married in the process, and after a while, I said, a few months after getting married, I'm going to leave my job and face this fashion thing square. But as God will have it, I got pregnant, and everything changed. Initially I was devastated. I was like, how am I going to continue with my fashion thing and all that? And I can never forget something my older sister told me. And she said to me, she said, Desola, because you are pregnant doesn't mean you are handicapped. And I took that and I ran with it. So I continued learning my fashion, doing my fashion school and all that. And my tummy grew bigger and bigger. And where I was doing my fashion school was a bit far from where I lived. So I had to find somewhere that was close, but I couldn't find. But eventually I got a personal tutor who would come and teach me. And she would come in the morning, and she would allow me have like breaks in between, because I was pregnant. Sometimes I'll be sleepy, sometimes I want to eat, sometimes I'm just tired. So we did it like that, and I was still working. So my classes were weekends, public holidays, whenever I could take any casual leave or anything like that. So I continued that like that, and when I said, okay, I was going to continue after I had the baby. So I had the baby at 5 weeks. My baby fell very sick and had to be hospitalized for a month. So it's changed everything, literally. But after being hospitalized, I had to extend my maternity leave, because here in Nigeria you get 3 months maternity leave. Let's take my daughter and take care of her, so I could make sure she recovered fully. And when she did, I had to go back to work immediately, and she started nursery at 3 months. So I went back to work, and when I got back to work, I knew it was time to leave. And by this time I said to myself, what next? If I don't start now, I will never start. because number one, I'm running low on funds. My salary wasn't the same anymore like I was earning years ago. The bank had started cutting salaries because the bank was having financial challenges and they were cutting everybody's salaries. What I was earning as a single girl was no longer the same as what I was earning as a married woman, which was kind of like depressing. I knew it was time for me to leave, and my savings had started digging into my savings. So I knew I had only so much left, and I said, if I don't start now, I would never start. There would never be a perfect time for me to start. And this money that I've saved is going to finish. So when I started work, they give you this privilege of a nursing mother. You close work at 3 o'clock. For some organizations, it's 4 o'clock. Mine was 3 o'clock. And when I closed work at 3 o'clock, I would go around and start looking for, shop spaces. And I knew what I wanted. I had a budget, and I didn't want to exceed that budget. I knew that I didn't want to exceed my budget, basically. So I went round. Even when I found places that were within my budget, the places just didn't look right. But eventually I found a place. But the only thing was that it was not true. It was on the 4th floor of a building. And I can remember the day I took my husband to come and look at it, and he said to me, why on earth would you want to rent a shop on the 4th floor of a building? But I said to him, this was the most affordable and most decent place I've seen, number one. And another reason why I took that place was because there was a salon downstairs, and it was a very big salon, and that salon pulled in women, a lot of women, every weekend. So I said, this is where I'm going to start my marketing from. I didn't start from home. I couldn't start from home because I didn't have the network. I didn't have the, they say family and friends. I schooled in the UK. My other siblings, my other family, most of them were in the UK. All I had were my parents. And most of my friends were outside Nigeria. And my bank friends, a lot of them didn't know that this was what I was doing. So I said, working from home and doing the business from home wasn't going to work. Let me just, figure it out in a shop. And I felt that, me having a shop, it would kind of keep me motivated and push me harder. I remember when I told one of my sisters as well, that, and she said, once you leave the corporate world, this you may never be able to go back again. And I said, so be it, And I got the shop, I got the tailor, I got my machine, I got, all the things I needed. The space was about 15 square meters, and I put a partition in the middle to demarcate it. So the tailor was on one side, I got a customer service person to be on the other side, and 2 little chairs for customers to sit and all. And during the day, I would go to work. When I close around 7 o'clock, I would pick up my daughter from the nursery, and I'd come back. I'd come to the shop and see what they had done. And when I first started, I wasn't doing ready to wear. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, but I just knew I wanted to do fashion, and I knew that I wanted to make clothes for people, because coming from the UK and working in a bank, long hours, we used to have tailors come and meet us at work to take our measurements and make things for us. And I liked, African fabric, and I would give a tailor and they would make it, and he would come back like 4, 5, 6 times to amend one thing or the other to my body. It was really, really frustrating. And I can also remember when I wanted to get married, I couldn't find anybody to make me bridesmaids dresses, so I eventually ordered them from America. And when they got here, we had fitting issues. I couldn't find, a very good tailor, neat, that would make them very neat, because I pay attention to detail a lot. I think it's very, very neat. I couldn't find. Eventually, I found someone through my mother-in-law who helped me. So this was one of the things that I was considering when I started, and I just said I was going to make clothes for people, for women. So I started, and people, I put flyers in the salon. I put a big signage beside their door, and people would come upstairs, and from there business started little by little, little by little, little by little, and then I started doing ready to wear. And why did I start ready to wear? Because on days that we don't have customers' clothes to make, my tailor was idle and I had to pay him. So I said, okay, I'll just take fabric, because I had fabric, make this, make this, make this, make this, and then he would make them, and I would just hang them, and people would come and people would buy. And gradually I just noticed that people's interest was so much in the ready-to-wear than in the clothes I was sewing. And there was something I noticed: whenever they bought any ready-to-wear piece, nobody ever bought one. They either bought 2 or 3. Either 2 or 3. Nobody ever bought one. Then, not now. Then. Then. So, that was kind of like an encouragement for me, and I continued. I was upstairs on the 4th floor for about almost 2 years, and then eventually one day the building manager came to me and said there's a space downstairs in front of the entrance. The person there is moving out. I think that place would be very good for you. And I thought to myself, manager, you want to kill me? I'm managing up here. I'm okay there. You want me to come downstairs and pay millions of naira that I don't have? But you know what? The man said to me, Madam, I just said, let me tell you, I just thought it'd be very good for your business. But, if you say you can't afford it, sorry. And then he walked away. And then, that thing, my spirit became so restless. I started thinking, good. And by this time, I didn't even know how much the rent was. So I went back to meet the manager and said, manager, how much is this place? And then he told me, and then I almost passed out. I said, God, where will I find this money? So I went to my husband, and my husband said, you want to move downstairs? When you're already making money upstairs, why do you want to move downstairs when you don't have the money? And I said, gosh. So I started thinking to myself, okay, how will I raise this money? If I go like this, I'm going to meet this person. If I call this auntie, if I call this uncle, if I do this, that. Anyway, something that works in my favor. I'm the last child of 5 children. So I have a lot of older siblings, and I have a lot of aunties and uncles, and so yeah, I went from one place to the other, asking people, I have this kidney, can you give me my kidney, blah blah blah, and they say, I'm so proud of you, you're doing so well, kidney, okay, we will encourage you, support you, they'll give me this. I'm so proud of you, we encourage you, we support you, we'll give you this. So that was how I gathered my little well done money and what I had, and I opened my second shop. And when I opened the second shop, I was over the moon. I was so happy. It was like, I don't even know. That building was a huge building. There's no way you enter that building and you not see my shop first. And I thought that was it. And at that point, I said, you know what? I'm no more doing custom. I'm just going to do ready to wear. Because the ready to wear, the demand for me was very high, because whenever anybody wanted to make anything, they wanted to see me, they wanted me to attend to them. Even if I had people or someone that had trained to attend to customers, they did not want, they still wanted me. And majority of the time, I had to attend to them because, number one, I need their money, my business has to run. Number two, I don't want to chase my customers away, I want them to come back tomorrow. So there was a lot of pressure on me, And there are times when I have to go and pick up my daughter from school and the customer says that's when she's coming. There are times when I have to go and attend to my daughter at home and the customer says she's coming. And to be honest, my child, as much as business is important to me, my children are a priority in any way, in anything. If you call me that my daughter needs me or my son needs me, I'm going to shut this thing down. So I decided, for flexibility, I decided to just stick to ready to wear because I felt I was in a more visible place. I was more accessible, and so I was there for another 2 years, and I decided to become more adventurous, and I said, okay, let's see what's happening downtown, let's see what's happening there. So I said, let me go into Lekki Phase 1, let me go see what's happening. So I went and I started looking around, and the first place I saw was perfect. Small, not too expensive, everything on point. Did I have the money? Oh yes, I did. I didn't go and meet any auntie and uncle to help me this time around. So I took this place. I took my husband there. My husband liked it. So yeah, I paid for it. And I didn't do my visibility study. I did a very big shop opening. Everything was popping, And I was there for like 6 months, and hey, everything that could happen, everything that could go wrong. I realized that the building I was in had so many issues, wasn't well managed. It was like daylight robbery. And when I mean daylight robbery, they were charging us, for different things, and we were not seeing them. And if you don't pay, they would threaten you. It was ridiculous. There was no signage. When I was moving in, they said, "Oh, don't worry. The people are going to, they're working on the signage already. I should just pay 50,000 naira, and so they can include my logo in the signage for the mall." Blah blah blah. I was there for 2 years. Till the day I moved on, there was no signage. Everything that could go wrong went wrong in that place. When people say, "Oh, I'm coming to your shop. How do I locate the place?" There was no, I can't say, "Oh, it's called so building. It's called this. No, there was nothing. It was a bad experience. And yes, I had my other shop, but there's nothing as bad as having 2 shops and one is having so much issues. And the issues that I was having also affected, customers being able to reach me. Because sometimes when customers are frustrated, and things, the mall was just on the road, but people couldn't see it because I don't even know. So after 2 years, I said enough is enough, and I decided to leave. I found out so many things. The owner of the building, the people that leased the building from the owner, they were not paying the owner. There were just so many messy things. So I eventually left, and when I left, I wasn't very happy. It really hit me very, very hard. It hit me very, 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 very hard. So after that, I, stuck with my one shop, and I was in my one shop for another 1 year and a half, or I don't even know thereabout, I can't remember. And one day, I decided that, I want to go back to Lekki Phase 1. Why? Because while my old shop, while I was there, I had customers who already knew me. And when I closed the shop and I told them that they should come to my already existing shop, a lot of them found it a bit far for them in terms of distance. And I lost customers. And these were good customers. So I said, you know what? I think I'm going to go back. But this time, I'm going to do my studies very well in getting a place. I'm going to look very well. I'm going to open my eyes and look very well. So yeah, I looked around for let me say almost 3 months, and the day I found my shop, which is this place, that's story for another day. That is really story for another day. I can't include that in this video. So after I opened my shop this month, I decided to close my other shop and just remain with only one shop. And the day I was closing that place down, it was so emotional for me because I'd been there for so many years. I'd been there for a long time. I've been in that building for a long time, and I decided to close it down because I didn't want to have a big overhead again. I'd had the experience of running 2 shops, and I've seen the advantages, I'd seen the disadvantages, I'd seen a lot of things, and I just felt that for me, one shop was okay, and this is it. And so I decided to close the other one. And I've been in this place now, and my journey here has been really, really good. I've had, it's been an amazing journey, being in this place. That's my new shop here, and yeah, I can't trade the experience for anything in the world. So my story today was kind of long. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I was able to encourage someone. I hope I was able to motivate someone. I intend to post more videos like this, more videos talking about my journey, my experiences, my highs, my lows, my experiences with customers, my experiences with vendors, my experiences with my staff, my experiences, experiences generally, my thoughts, and sometimes give you a tutorial here and there once in a while, I just want you to just come on my channel, enjoy watching and having fun with me as I'm having fun myself. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm enjoying recording all these videos. I've only done 2 videos, and honestly, I'm enjoying it. Yes. So anyway, if you liked my video, please thumbs up, subscribe down below, and click the notification bell, and I think I'll see you next week.